in almost all of their games. So you know the map. Let's skip that, jump straight into the game. We got Liquid Sheth spawning up here as the red Zerg. And down here in the south, cross map, it's going to be Root Destiny as the blue Zerg.
That is correct. We did have some pretty nice play by Destiny with those Infestor drops. But if it wasn't for those, he would have died.
For sure.
I'm interested to see what goes on this game, because I think that may have been one of the only times that these two have ever actually played a ZVZ together.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if these two have ever... I mean, they might have met on the ladder every now and then.
Yeah.
But Sheth actually has been traveling quite a lot lately, so not really too sure. What I really want to see is if Destiny's going to do that same opening, because I think at least the ZVZs that we've seen here at the MLG Global Invitational, he's done that same build for almost every ZVZ match thus far.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it. That seems to be his build. That's like how he opens the game. But that's going to allow Sheth to get ahead again, and we're going to have to see if Destiny can come back through his sneaky drops again.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the early game is going to be pretty standard, JP. So I'm going to ask you the hardest question you've ever been asked. I asked Tasteless the other day, and he refused to answer it. That's how hard it was. And Tasteless,
oh, I think I know which one this one is.
Smart man. Okay, I'm going to ask you. Ready? Would you rather never travel again or never use the internet again?
Now, I have to. The follow-up from me is: does this mean travel outside of my city, outside of my house? Like, what is the limitation on traveling?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's say that you can never go anywhere for enjoyment or work ever again. You can basically, let's say you have to basically stay in your town, but like if you have to go to like a hospital in the next town, that's fine, something like that.
And the other one is not have the internet.
Yeah, never go on the internet again.
I mean, those kind of go hand in hand because you can experience the world through the internet, but it's a different type of experience, you know?
Yeah, I know, it's a hard question. Let's hear your answer, JP.
My answer will be... I would say never travel again, I guess.
Oh, wow, that's hardcore, man. That is... I think I would choose never go on the internet again, and then travel to the Blizzard headquarters and make them make Starcraft 2 into LAN mode.
Maybe. That's true. Like, if you couldn't go on the internet, man, you couldn't play StarCraft.
Well, that's the whole thing for me. That's like the deal breaker. So I figure if I travel there and talk to them, like, look, for some bizarre reason, I can't ever go on the internet again. Please, 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 LAN mode.
See, but, I mean, technology these days, you never know. Maybe in 10, 20, 30 years or something like that, you won't have to travel anymore, man. You can just pop on a headset and be somewhere in the world. Think about that.
Well, you can do like virtual tours already, I think.
Yeah, but it's not it's really like a terrible virtual tour, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's like one of those bad video games you play in Vegas where they just have like these virtual reality things that you pay $50 for, and it's like the worst experience ever. Did you ever go on one of those?
Those cost like $4 in Korea.
Well, in Vegas, man, the United States knows how to really charge a premium for that, man, and rob people.
Yeah. Well, this game we do see Destiny with the exact same build, Sheth with a much more economical build.
I thought that fly was talking to me for a sec, man. I was freaked out.
Oh yeah? I was possessed by a demon for a moment. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
But we do have a Baneling nest going down for Sheth. Now the thing is, Destiny's actually making a lot of roaches this time. He's making more than normal. You know, he's got a good 7 roaches out and some Banelings on the way. And it looks like he's going to start put on some pressure here. But where are his Banelings? Okay, they're actually outside. They can catch up. Because if you have roaches go alone, that is bad news, man. Speedlings can be pumped out so quickly, and if you lose those roaches, that's not going to be recoverable.
Yeah, the other thing, I mean, the last map, I would kind of see that Destiny could do this, but he's cross-map now on Shattered Temple. It takes a long time to rally units across, obviously. So this attack is going to have to do a lot of damage, and there are the 2 Banelings of Sheth, and they do actually explode, but is he going to be able to take out that Flying Caller? It does fall. I think Sheth is going to be able to clean this up, though, but he's going to be able to take out that Queen, and that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it definitely is. Taking out that Queen was really nice for Destiny. Sheth right now making a lot more lings. Now, Destiny, where are your units? He's only making a couple lings and a couple roaches. I don't see a Baneling on the map at all.
Yeah.
In fact, Sheth is even getting a Baneling. So this counterattack got to make that hatchery cancel for sure.
Yeah, I mean, typically when Zergs do that, they will leave, I mean, not even 2 Banelings. All you really need is 1 to kind of put the fear in the heart of those lings, but there's the cancel on the hatchery, and now we see Destiny playing really behind.
Yeah, he is pretty far behind, man. I mean, killing a queen is very nice, but the fact that he did all that against someone he knows went speedling and then didn't have any Banelings, as you said, that's just too risky. So even though he's going to be able to defend his main very, very well, he continues to make roaches, and I mean, he has no economy. Sheth is going to be able to run past him in economy in just a couple moments here.
Yeah, and we see a Roach Warren going down for Sheth. Should start seeing a lot of drones being produced. He can simply really keep Destiny from really expanding if he wants to. I mean, we see here's another Ling run by. There's the cancel on the hatch. The Baneling's getting ever so close, but not close enough, and the Lings will just run back home. And he can do that multiple times if he really wants to, depending on how out of position the Banelings are from Destiny.
Yeah, you know, Destiny's expansion coming up a lot later. We have both players droning pretty heavily right now. I love that Sheth has thrown up a second Spinecrawler. That'll help stop attacks so well. You can always target down Banelings with them. They do greatly against roaches as well. So Sheth doesn't have to worry about units too much right now. He can really focus on abusing the fact that he has an extra hatchery. And, well, he doesn't have an extra queen yet. That's actually kind of funny. His second queen is not finished yet.
You see, Lair started about halfway complete there for Destiny. Sheth now just finally popping out his second queen, like you were just mentioning. Here's another Ling run by. The Baneling's only taken out 4 or 5 Lings with that, and he's got to get into the main. This is not good. There is a Roach as well as a Queen, but he might be able to snipe some of these drones and really widen the gap for the amount of drones that Sheth has compared to Destiny. 34 to 25 and still dropping.
Yeah, it looks pretty good so far. Sheth, this game, has already killed 6 drones, so I mean that's a pretty good number. You know, you can trade a decent amount of Lings for that. It really sets your opponent back a little bit, and it looks like he's just going to continue to make a lot of Zerglings. He loves to have those active Zerglings out on the map trying to harass.
All right, so looks like we've kind of stabilized. Artosis, I got a question for you.
Okay.
If you
Hope
were
it's not as hard as the one I gave you.
Well, I mean, you can be you can decide here. So you're at gunpoint right now, and someone is saying you have to eat a piece of meat. What is the piece of meat that you would be wanting to eat as a vegetarian for your first kind of meat back? And it can't, I mean, I think the answer that you're probably going to give is fish, but what would you most enjoy eating right off the bat?
Bacon, man. It's like so obvious.
Bacon? Oh, shit. That's an easy one. I didn't even think about that.
That's an easy question, man.
Well,
that's like actually,
maybe I should
most
have denied
vegetarians that start eating meat again start on bacon. That's actually a true fact.
Well, because I mean, it tastes so good, man.
It goes to all our primal urges, like the fat and the protein content, the smell. And anyways, we have Sheth looking like he wants to do an attack, but that Baneling scaring him too much. I swear, if that Baneling wasn't there for Destiny, Sheth would be attacking right now. So good job for him having that Baneling right there in sight, so that Sheth will not actually try to end the game at that second. But Sheth right now, he's getting his lair, he's getting more and more roaches, and he's already got his +1 attack. I think we might see a speed roach timing attack.
And looks like he might pick his third behind that at the high yield. Destiny still hasn't really gotten his second base up and running. I mean, just now taking the 2 gas from that. He's actually going to be taking down these structural rods, getting the spine collars into place, finally getting defenses up, instead of really having to rely on the rest of his units. There's the infestation pit, though, and also Burrow coming down from Destiny.
Well, you know, Destiny does like some little cheeky moves like that. Infestation pit on the way. Burrowed infestors, man, you can do a lot with those. We've seen him beat some very good players with moves like that. Now, Sheth rallying down. He does have speed on the way for roaches. 8 roaches in production.
Oh,
just get
the Banelings got wasted, though, by 1 single Ling, and that might signal the big attack here from Sheth, Artosis.
Uh-oh. I think that as these roaches come down, you are completely right. We are going to see this any moment, and the moment where a Zerg tries to start getting infestors is definitely a great moment to attack them. They cost just so much resources to get going.
Yeah.
So Destiny might be in trouble. He does have a couple spine crawlers, which will help out a lot. But the extra Zerglings are going to deal a lot of damage, and if they can get some good surface area. And in fact, whoa, Sheth is really going for it, making a lot of banelings right now. This is serious.
Yeah, and these banelings obviously don't really think they're going to help too much against the roaches, but they will take out those spine crawlers, and if he really wants to, can dive bomb into the mineral line and take out a huge amount of these drones. And here we go, Artosis.
Oh my god, here we go, here we go, here we go. We do have a 24 spy lead by Sheth. The banelings being wasted on some of these front roaches not so well. And then do clump up a little bit. Ooh, a nice burrow right there by Sheth. I mean, by Destiny. Now, Sheth may want to morph an Overseer so that Burrow can't really be used as well because, of course, roaches heal unbelievably quick with Burrow. And oftentimes, with lesser roaches, you can deal more damage because of that.
Now, I mean, the baneling control in that last attack was definitely questionable from Sheth. I mean, it could have been, they could have been put to better use, whether it be on these spine crawlers or just simply trying to run them by and take out those drones. But here comes another attack. The fungals are coming out from Destiny onto the roaches, but is he going to be able to just steamroll his opponent here? He does have 1-1 compared to the 0-1 upgrades. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like there may be too many roaches. I mean, the fungals did a good amount of damage. But just not enough here. 1-1 roaches against 1-0 and just too many. The infestor count was not high enough. Destiny just barely didn't have enough time. You know, if he had added maybe 2 more spine crawlers, this could have been a different scenario. But as is, it looks like Sheth's just complete rally of roaches, constantly having up to 10 in production at a time, should overcome Destiny. The supply difference, it is doubled. And I think we'll be seeing a GG in a second.
Yeah, I mean, this is over. Destiny's basically just lost everything. His infestors were sniped there. Looking at the supplies, 120 now to 40. Well played. That's basically Destiny's version of GG. 1-1. Still in the running. I mean, he could still take out Sheth in the next series, but I got to say, Sheth looked pretty dominant in that game. I think he's kind of adjusted to what Destiny does when it comes to the opening, and he really responded well that game.
Yeah, I think that you kind of hit it on the head there, JP. I mean, it's going to be hard for Destiny. He's a good player, but stylistic. And stylistic players can be figured out a little bit. So Destiny, if he wants to win this next game, I feel like he has to mix it up just a little bit. But it should be a good one.
All right, so guys, when we come back, Game 3, Sheth vs Destiny. Go tell your friends. We'll be right back.